tasked me to aid in your retrieval of the Magos biologists before the Tyranids completely engulf the mining base, causing unnecessary loss of data.
Honored to perform our duty, Magos. Atmospheric conditions are suboptimal to mission deployment and evacuation. This is as close as I can get you to the Longinus Gamma facility.
Acquisition vectors are unknown. Best to keep moving and stay together. Projecting a sense of tactical dominance may deter it from attacking. For now.
Advance! If the Xenos tunnel beast tries to hold us, cut through it! Brace for the beast, but keep pressing forward.
Got a Tyranid in my sights.
This foothold is a bulwark against the burrower. Rally and relocate runners. This is a Titan. Rebel launcher set. Arming up. This Lucas gives us a tactical advantage. Stall here! Move!
Hurry! Close those gaps!
Fresh magazine.
The Trigon attacks!
Stall here! Move!
Hurry! Close those gaps! Deploying shrapnel grenade! I am not target practice! Changing magazine. Our tactical superiority will best their numbers. The Trigon seeks us from below. Replenishing vitality. Eliminate Xenos mines. Stims injected. Frag grenade. Tyranids repelled, brothers.
Watch for the tunnel beast!
Much obliged, brother. Death's clutches. Brothers record no debts. Take all you can carry.
Here comes the Trigon! Look! The beast changes its vector.
A lift station lies just ahead, Viridian. Considering the Trigon's presence is incidental to our objective, utilize the lift to reroute closer to Meteor's cave.
Understood, Leos. The lift is within our sights.
Readying next volley. Blast that foe before it calls for reinforcements.
Sound transport. Scanner. Remain patient. Transport lift inbound.
Perplexing. I have transmitted no authorizations.
This location makes us easy prey. Swap positions.
Transport lift status incomprehensible. Begins. Ceases.
Ignore the servo scar and focus on footholds.
Arrived.
Into the lift, now!
Nutrian welcomes you to Longinus Gamma Bioresearch Facility. Please do not disturb the lift. It would be a waste. I have no music to play while you descend. Use the silence to contemplate your futile, brutal existence in service to a desiccated cause.
I want to take a chainsaw to this servo skull.
Viridian, the servo skull is enslaved to an unknown master. I am...
Irritant signal silenced. Continue to discuss your fate amongst yourselves. It changes nothing.
Let us pray the Magos still controls the lift.
A suggestion: abandon Gallio's misguided vendetta against the Magos biologists. Do you know what Gallio and Nitrian achieved together in the past?
Ask about Project Zeta 6 if you ever speak to him again.
What mechanicus fool is this?
You are pawns of a redundant system gridlocked by bureaucracy and blinded by flesh faith.
Nothing about that servo skull sat right with me.
The Magos You're sent to ignore the servo skull.
I doubt that colossal Xenos operation can chew through these walls. Walls are nothing to Xenos death.
Rearming.
This is Magos Gallia. I hereby order you to turn your weapons.
Feel your packs, brothers. Dispensing slims. Finished and ready.
Could prove useful. Brace for Tyranid onslaught. Changing magazine.
If the triangle divided battle, we will unleash more. No matter its size, it will fail firepower.
Precisely what we need.
I was worried you had fallen victim to Metrium's mastery of malphonic disruptive frequencies, but now the uncomfortable sensation associated with relief cools my remaining skin. Be warned, Viridian. Metrium cannot hope to stand against you alone, so she will lie and stall in hope the Xenos swarm will devour you. Case in point, she has enslaved that servo skull as a crude mouthpiece. But give her word zero credibility for the mission's sake. At your own.
Metrium has failed thus far, and she will continue to fail.
Tyranids have no right to attack.
The Tyranids will digest your flesh and biomass.
War gear located.
Gallia knows nothing of the shadow in the wall and its
Active
myriad
camouflage
secrets.
charged.
But I do.
Equipment found. Medical war gear.
Picking up equipment.
Your righteous reek is a beacon to the Tyranid swarm, drawing them closer and closer.
Ejector spade.
Readying next volley.
Crush the ravenous brood beneath.
Receive this turned around your tomb.
Trigon to swallow us.
Vile Tyranids are amassing.
Statis, the facility is well stocked in mining gear. Requisition melter charges to eradicate the tunnels and halt the infestation.
Find the melter ordnance with dispatch.
When you die, I will dutifully record your howls of agony for future intimidation.
Frag grenade deployed.
Cleanse those Xenos! Every Xenos hole gets a melter charge. I shall fly this. I bring a melter charge. I'm dead.
Authorization granted. Options
Eradicate the burn
Past the cleanse door behind you, where your corpses shall soon rot.
Reloading. Sear the hive burrow shut. Collapse their rancid crawlways.
burn the flesh from the Xenos.
None of this matters. You will be dead soon.
Another hive exit demolished. Grabbing this.
Melter charge incoming!
do not place melter charges near other melter charges.
Light their tunnels ablaze with melter charges. Burn in their burrows. An excellent outcome.
Advance to the facility, but watch for the Trigon.
What is the holdup? Keep going.
Inside the facility, you'll find Metrian cowering in her data enclave.
Galio, old friend of mine. If you missed our binaric discourses, you could have sent communication. I observe you still pathetically cling to things of soft tissue. Remember, meat lacks efficiency, whereas metallic alloys stave off corrosion and degradation for far longer.
How far you have fallen, Ignoel, that I must drag you back into the light.
Stims located.
Your brothers think you are the weakest among them.
Ammunition here.
Rearming.
We must move as one. For the Emperor!
Objective on Camelio line cloak ready.
The generator needs a new power cell.
3 meat lackeys seems like overkill, Galio. You think too highly of me. These poor, inert variables shall perish here, devoured by the Tyranids. And you do not care.
Metrian shut down power to the uplink terminals. You must resupply the generator with a backup power cell. She hopes the Tyranids will annihilate you, but she underestimates the second company.
Search the area for a power cell.
I beseech you, Galio. Bear witness to the summation of our divine arithmetic from long ago. Remember Project Zeta 6?
As my theory once predicted, your life vector has converged with renegade factors, and Zeta 6 was a waste of computational resources and one perfectly good Grox. Surrender now, and perhaps leniency can be granted. After the mind probes, of course.
You are a redundant functionary. Your Astartes shall die here, alone, in the dark.
Here is a power cell.
Get the power cells to the generators. Their numbers are no match for our training.
Light and darkness. How easily flesh parts deceive their perception.
Disrupt her attempts to connect with our facilities network. Mitrin will seize any opportunity to damage crucial data, which would deem this mission a failure. Do not let her connect to the consoles. I will gladly rip her brain from these sockets.
I am copies of copies, backups of backups, and I degrade not. You have already fallen.
Virulence grips me. Tyranid Biovore executed.
This console is offline.
Return to Mitrin's containment unit. See, Mitrin, the more you thrash, the deeper you set our hopes.
Deployed crack grenade. Readying next volley.
Fill up on stings.
These tender rods of Astartes flesh have accomplished nothing, Galio. My machinations are already achieving my designs. You are fools, pests.
Silence, Mitrin. Meridian, confirm possession of her quivering mass of computational gray matter.
Confirmed. We have the mind matter in hand.
Pilot, Meridian is ready for evacuation.
Sending updated extraction coordinates to you now, Viridian.
slaughtered. Get eyes on this spot. We cannot backtrack. Avarax seems determined to keep us.
Not even this interminable storm dampens our chapter's colors.
Changing magazine.
Ammunition here.
Rearming. Sword throw. Strike it down with haste.
What's available?
Reloading. Could prove useful. Mending my wounds. Medical stims found. Our orders are clear. Advance.
Ordnance on me.
I cannot land with that burrowing abomination lurking about. Deep scans have penetrated the atmospheric disturbances and Matrian's meddling code. Trigon vulnerability data pushed to your displays.
Hear that, brothers? Trigon lands, or we do.
Aim for the cracks in its chitinous armor.
infiltrated tunnels with the melter charges. Give up the killing weapons. We have the pain of Xenos. Plant the melter charges atop their moldering passageways. Light their tunnels ablaze with melter charges. I hate these rancid vermin, but killing them is gratifying.
Collapse their rancid cruel ways. The Trigon assails us! Inserting fresh packaging. Precisely what we need. Reloading. Readying next volley. Watch for the leap.
Trigon kill confirmed. My congratulations, Meridian. Mission is a success, despite the odds.
I do not think the brain is happy. Good.
Ignoel-Metrian and the historical dataset she possesses are for Mechanicus eyes only. But rest assured, she is in trustworthy hands now. You have my gratitude for your efforts, and I shall recommend some honorifics for your service, of course.